Kamsanida. And we're going to be crossing. I don't know if I can like at the same time as I'm recording. Uh, let's try. I'm going to try. Take these off and enjoy the sound of nature a little bit here. One, and I guess this is kind of practice for, uh, especially when we were recording on the situation when you're at home than when you're here in the countryside. One, because here you've got the cars, here you've got the ground, everything is ever changing, sticks on the ground nature. Instead at home with the Peloton, all we've got is at home all we've got is just the Peloton, which is stationary. What's the worst that can happen? You just fall over. Give me 1 second. Parce, ¿ves baño? ¿Ves baño? Sí. I gotta pee. Yeah. Sí está abierto. Es que no abre hasta las 5. Sí. Es que sí, apenas salí. Whoop. All right, guys, I'm gonna pause it real quick. We're gonna take a quick potty break. We'll be right back. Okay, so we'll probably have to find a... Sí, vamos que adelante hay un puente. Vamos, vamos. No están... But yeah, so I guess that's the first lesson of the day. When there's a bathroom present, take the opportunity to use it. All right, so this is these are the views for today, guys. Some beautiful mountains, mountain ranges. And we've got a nice little downhill. These are treacherous because we start on the downhill and then out of nowhere come the uphills. So we enjoy them, but I'd rather have it be the other way. I'd rather have the uphill first and then enjoy the downhill, not vice versa. Let me check on David. Yep, he's all right. So yeah, David's on Instagram Live right now. We're on YouTube. This is gonna get recorded. We'll be posting these videos up a little bit further down the road. Let me go ahead and fix the camera. Yeah, I mean, there's just a nice river on the side. I definitely want to try fly fishing in the near future, and I feel like this would be an amazing location to do it. Obviously, gonna definitely do it back in the States. Not gonna come back. I mean, that would be lovely to come back here just for that. But it's so peaceful, guys. There's just mountains. It reminds me of you know, visiting grandma in Colombia, nature, obviously, again, infrastructure here is, it's amazing, guys. It's just so well kept. Nice little shade, but it's cool in the shade. I'll probably layer back up in a little bit. We'll see. Once we get a good momentum going with the ride, the body temperature starts increasing, and doesn't hurt as bad. But I mean, look at this, everywhere is like, so it's crazy because this whole road is really was made and maintained for cyclists in mind, which is just amazing. Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and stop right here and give you guys a little bit of perspective onto what we're seeing on this end. Guys, look at all them chickens. And beautiful sights all around. Hopefully the quality is good. That's one thing that we've been struggling with, is making sure that the quality is decent. Just because, again, we're a very remote area. It's sometimes difficult to get a good signal, but when the signal is great, and even if it's not, the good thing is it'll be recorded, so you guys can come back, check out the video at a later time, and then see how the whole route went. A little bumpy here. But yeah, the legs this morning, so this is our third day in a row, and the legs this morning were feeling a little sore. Could definitely feel them, the soreness kind of hitting. I want to say it's because of the uphills that we had yesterday. There were, I want to say I counted like a good 5 or 6 of them. Some of them were, I think there was only one that was very steep. The rest were mostly just long. And they were just long climbs up. Again, beautiful scenery. I wish that, you know, the one thing that I would want to see in the future is being able to record this via the 360, the Insta 360, because obviously there's always something that you're gonna miss with this perspective. You know, you got the farms on the right hand side, the river on the left, the birds up in the sky. I'm gonna try to aim this up a little bit more. But we're feeling great. There's a few signs that I don't know. The blue signs I still don't get. So there's 500 meters until we get to something. Not sure what that something is. We finally caught up to David. Again, go check out his musical concert that we had this morning before we left the hotel. I would say it's called David Sonata No. 3. With he's always hitting the classics with, I don't even know what that instrument is called. Not a vuvuzela. It's like a small vuvuzela, but not sure exactly what it's called. And then, yeah, and then the thing is, like, there are some wonderful homes out here on the countryside, like very modern homes. I'm not sure if it's like maybe a government subsidized program or what it is, but we've seen some really, really modern homes out on the countryside, well kept, excellent condition, and we're not sure what the reason or why it is, but it's nice to see. Parce todo it's 10 a.m. Yeah? Okay, dame un segundo. All right, guys. Oh, nice. We got to like a campsite. Okay, guys. I think. All right, guys. We got to the campsite. We're gonna go ahead and take advantage of a quick break. I'll check back in a few minutes, guys. I'll be right back. Caffeine boost. They offer pastries, always soju, and restrooms, which are useful. So highly appreciate all the business startups that they have here with the coffee shops. And every time we mention that I was born in Colombia, we're born in Colombia, they always appreciate that, and it's like we're unicorns. They're not unicorns, but just like something that they've always heard of and now they see. All right, and nice little downhill again. Caught some great speed on this. Those downhills are always a good time. But lots of twists and turns today, guys. I think since we're going in between mountains, that's most likely why. When compared to yesterday, I think yesterday was more straightaways. At least the first day was all straightaways, I feel like. Guys, but this view is like, oh, we're in the middle of the mountains now. The view is amazing. Now it's just gonna be the challenge of climbing the mountain. The challenge of going up, 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 up. And the legs will be tired. They will take a beating, but all in a good day's of work. Today, again, a little shorter route, 74 kilometers total. It's about roughly, I think, 54 miles, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can correct me on that. And this is the part when I start getting very quiet, because this is the part where we start exerting more and more energy. This is where all that practice, all those hours come into play. Not only that, but it's not just the physical, but the mental resilience. The one pedal after the other. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. And from what we heard from other riders, the one thing that they kept saying was that there are a few of these that are kind of treacherous. And I feel like this is our first treacherous one of the day. That's awesome. There's like a temple in between the mountains. I think there's like a walkway in between the mountains. And I can finally hear the roosters. They're waking up too. We're probably waking them up. And as we learned yesterday, David is the rooster. Or at least he was the rooster yesterday. We'll get some tunes going on for you guys, and probably for our next stop, we'll turn on the speaker. We'll get some rhythms going. Huh? But yeah, that was a nice climb. Not too challenging. But I'm gonna keep my words. I'm just gonna give the feedback very cautiously because we still got more. We still got plenty of more to go. Speed. Again, always being cautious. But I like that. I like if we can use those moments to, catch up a little bit, get some speed going. Because again, we're going down and we're gonna have to go back up. But yeah, I think perfect season to do this, guys. We thought about doing it a little bit earlier in the season to kind of see the cherry blossoms, at least where they were located. We wanted to catch a glimpse of them and then do the route. Unfortunately, due to our careers, we are unable to do so. And therefore, we are now here today. But again, I think we picked the perfect season to do this, to take advantage of this route, to, give me 1 second. Let me take a walk or, really take it, up slow. I don't have maps. I don't have maps. Straight. But yeah, guys, so I don't know. It feels like I want to take this hat off, but at the same time not. It is, I think I forgot the brand. But it's been doing its job. It's been holding its own, keeps my ears warm, which is an important thing. That was a nice uphill with a beautiful downhill. We've got, now we're going into mountains, guys. All I see ahead of me, and I'll show you guys in just a moment, all I see is, all right, we're gonna take a quick break. 1 sec. Oh, let me get out of the mud. All right, guys, let me guys give you a good panoramic of everything going on. Shanky girl, how are you? How's everything been? Thank you so much for joining in the live again. Thank you for the huge shout out. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the little bell. That way you guys get the updates of when we go live. Yeah, David's had some sinus issues, so just make sure that, we're comfortable along the route. So we've got mountains up there. I don't know if you guys can see them very well, but I think, if I'm not wrong, I think we're going up towards, there's mountains back there as well. And I believe that's where we're gonna go, and we start climbing those. And I mean, I see a road over there, and that just looks steep, guys. It looks like it's gonna be an enjoyable day. Let's go ahead and recoup. Oh, recoup and restart. Ready? All right. Here we go again. Viene carro. Yeah, always the one thing here is always the same thing. People are very cautious. They're going solid speed, but at the same time, they're respecting the cyclist along the road. Um, but yeah, so other than that, it's just, they're very cautious. They're aware of, there's a lot of cyclists along this route. So I feel like they know. But that doesn't mean that we're not cautious either. We're always trying to make sure we're aware of our surroundings, always trying to make sure that, again, we're not doing something that would cause danger to them or us. So let me show you guys what we're seeing right now. I think the mountains are opening up a little bit up ahead. There's David. He's hustling. He's got the tunes. Most likely, once we end again today, I think we'll probably go until battery goes out down to 50, and then we'll put on the speaker. I think yesterday we were able to do about 70 minutes of the live. A la derecha o derecho? To the right now, yeah. Okay, so maybe not the mountains on the left, but we still got mountains in store for today. So I guess I'm just a little anxious of these mountains, guys. Have these elevations or these, elevation gain that everyone keeps talking about. Gearing up the legs, making sure we have our protein, making sure we are shifted a little late. Can feel it in my legs. And we climb. So on those climbs, from what I remember in training, is make sure your back is straight, engage your core. Make sure you're not going to side like I was on that one. I think I was just trying to recuperate. Woo. Again, weird temperature today. Sun's out, feels nice, but it's still brisk. And the downhill. A la izquierda. Those are those downhills that I was talking about earlier, guys. Era por debajo. What's up? We're good. All right, we're good, guys. Green light. Red light. We have to go straight? Okay. So I think that one was to go to the coffee shop on the other side, but we go straight. Yeah, this red road is most of the times it's going to be marked one way for cyclists going the same way that we're going, and then red with the arrow for the opposite side. It's always on the right hand side. And then most of the times, if there is a walkway for people, you'll see a blue line or it's colored in blue, and then that'll be for pedestrians. So again, very well maintained, easy to read, easy to guide someone who doesn't understand the language like we do, who are just visiting from out of town and want to take on this beautiful challenge. And they do a great job at just informing us, and I think it's all to our benefit. So it's highly appreciated. Whoever thought of this, Thank you. Without a doubt. Ooh, bumpies. Bumpy road. That's like when you used to play those like Tony Hawk games or racing games. That was the shortcut. That was the one where you pressed X and jumped, or A and jumped, and you take that shortcut. That's what that was right there. Oh, people on the right hand side picking up leaves again, collecting herbs, similar to what we do in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. They're living literally my dream of the video game. Ooh. So next water break is gonna be in about 20 minutes. We'll take a next water break. And again, we wanna keep sipping, we wanna keep hydration levels up. Taking small sips, not stopping fully. And I think the rhythm we've got today is very constant. It's not taking a toll on the body. And legs feel fresh, but you know, as the day progresses, we start feeling it. And this is something, I guess we haven't had a lot of this roads next to traffic. Most of it is literally countryside. So this one is one of the first where we're really next to like a highway of sorts. Other than that, it's been back roads and, you know, the back country. Oh, wrong shift. Yeah, and I think that's why it's so odd to see a few gas stations along the road, because I think when we were riding the motorcycles, we were always, you know, we always kind of knew where the roads were gonna be. But is it to the left or straight? Straight or left? Okay. So yeah, when we were on the motorcycles, we always kind of had an idea of where the gas stations were gonna be. Obviously, we were on actual road to know where they were at. Here, it's more of a, watch out. Here, it's more of a, here it's more of, sorry, I got stuck. Huh? I got stuck saying the same thing over and over again. Why? Because I was thinking of motorcycle trip and I was thinking of this, but I was also looking for cars and I got stuck. Se me rayó el disco. But yeah, so with motorcycles, again, same thing. We used to be more, you know, attentive of the gas stations. Here it's, oh, here, parce. I think there's a button we need to press to cross, I hope. Hopefully it's not an emergency button. Oh yeah, wow, that was quick. I pressed it and within a matter of seconds, it changed. Careful. Car. That one scared me, but he's good, he's good, he's good. He knows, and I think we start climbing, guys. This looks like a climb. Let me show you guys before I head out. Hi there. Thank you for joining in. We're about to climb this beautiful, beautiful road. Parce, switch sides? Switch sides? Yeah, you're going the wrong way. All right. These little turns, they don't let me see if we're gonna be climbing or not. I need to prepare mentally. But yeah, so we got a good rhythm going. Even those little stops for the lights, they make a difference in your rhythm of your legs, I think. All right, and we got about 15 more minutes till we hit our next water break. But it's all depending on what the road provides for us. If we're going an uphill, we're not gonna stop. We're gonna try to push through and then either grab a downhill and then drink some water. Again, hydration is key. We learned it with our first motorcycle trip that hydration is always, always, always important. We were in full gear. We were riding in northern Mexico in very, very hot conditions. And we ended up not drinking as much water as we should have. And David struggled that first night because we were all dehydrated. We all felt like just miserable along the route. Or at least the last part of it. Like we can feel like it wasn't that cold, but we felt just the chills, you know? Those chills that you get when you're just getting sick and you're just not feeling great. That's what we felt that first day. And we learned the hard way. We ended up, getting checked